and welcome into today's video. So in today's video, I want to share some facts that you need to come into terms with just before you decide to lend out money on friendship basis. Now, just know that you can end up having strained relationships with the people that you lend the money to. You might have invested so much in this relationship with your friend, and then there's one day that you decide to lend them the money. This becomes the beginning of your end. Why? They decide not to pay you back. I'm sure you want to be happy that your money was not paid back. And that's how a long relationship that you had invested so much resources in gets drained with some amount of money that you lended somebody. So be aware that you can lose a friend just because you lend them the money, okay? The number 2 thing that I need you to know is it can affect your credit worthiness. This most so goes to the people who go to the extremes of picking loans for people. I don't know how it gets there, because the first question you even need to ask yourself is, why is the person not worth being given credits? Why do you think you are the better person to do it on their behalf? Ask so many questions before you pick loans for people, though I don't advocate for people doing that. A loan should be an individual thing that you pick for yourself. But the moment that you decide to carry this risk for somebody else on your shoulders, please be aware that they might refuse to pay the loan, and financial institutions will come for you because you are the person they know, you are the person who signed that loan out. And then your relationship will be constrained with the financial institutions, and your credit score goes down because you had not planned to pay this money. You picked it for somebody, and now they're not paying. And the day that you require your money genuinely by yourself, now you're in bad books. So you might lose the opportunity to get the money when you require it, just because you decided to bail out a relative or a friend or somebody else that you have a relationship with. Number 3 fact is, you could be the one who's enforcing, or rather cultivating, financial responsibility in that person you keep bailing out. Also, if maybe you have this kind of friendship or relatives of somebody that maybe it's before end month they work and everything, but just before end month you're always bailing them out on some money, and this money is not even for an emergency. It's just for some funny expenses that you don't even understand. I don't know, they went out for entertainment or something. I don't know, they've been held there, they have been able to pay some bills, or just some funny things that you cannot explain. Yes, maybe they end up paying back to you, but you see, even if, don't be a messiah, because even if you didn't have the money, they'll just have to sort themselves out. And maybe, just maybe, if you stop cultivating these and showing them that you're just a phone call away and you always get their shit sorted, then they could maybe think of, what if I manage my finances better? So maybe you're bailing them out all the time could be the reason as to why they're always financially irresponsible, because they know, I don't need to have a plan. They'll always turn their lack of planning into emergencies, and that will be very wrong. So also learn to discipline people to get disciplined with their money, okay? The other thing I need you to know before you lend out that amount of money is that this money lacks legal protection. There's no any formal writing that you have with your friends most of the times when you're giving out this money. And trying to enforce repayment will become very difficult, because some will be malicious enough to say you didn't lend them this amount of money. And maybe imagine you give out this money in cash form, so there are no even footprints to trace that you give the money. So you risk losing this money because it lacks any legal writing. And at this point, I always urge friends, say you really need to give your friend this amount of money and you feel it's an amount of money that you're not ready to lose, please have it in writing. And it looks so off, but have it in writing to even be sure that this person is really willing. They have the goodwill to pay back your money, because if you feel you cannot risk losing this amount of money and you really feel like, I need to help this friend of mine, have a legal agreement with that friend of yours. Don't put emotions into money. You might end up regretting later. The last thing I need you to know before lending this amount of money is that you risk not being paid back your money. This friendship money that we give, they are not secured. You don't have a guarantor. We just give them in good faith that this person will pay back amount of money. Yes, some people are gracious enough to pay you back your money, but some people don't. So please be careful and be aware that you might lend somebody money in good faith, but they never pay back your money. And for this reason, I'll always urge you, please risk what you know you have enough shock absorbers for. When you decide to lend out money to a friend, please lend out the amount of money that you are ready to to lose. Until the next video, it's a bye.